The wind sweeps through the grand entrance of the Lionheart estate, fluttering the blue and gold flags high above. A young boy named Eugene stands at the gate with a butler. Eugene thinks to himself, "A welcome ceremony. There's no way I would get one." They walk toward the massive castle in the distance. The narration reveals the significance of the crest. Vermouth of Lionheart. The only people allowed to have the lion crest on their left chest are the direct bloodlines of the Lionhearts. Eugene clutches his chest, feeling the weight of his lineage. The butler turns to him. "Have any of the other relatives arrived yet?" Eugene asked. "It seems that you are the first, Lord Eugene," the butler replies. "Now allow me to guide you to the guest house." Inside the mansion, a young maid in a frilly apron bows politely. "My name is Nina. I'll be attending to all of your needs while you are staying here with us, Lord Eugene." She holds out a small golden bell. "If there is anything that you need, please ring this bell." Eugene observes her critically. "At least they gave me a personal maid," he thinks. Sitting on the edge of the bed, he asks, "You look young. How old are you?" "I'm 16, Nina replies with a smile. "I just finished my training period." Eugene's expression darkens with suspicion. To think that they would assign me a servant that just finished training. If the unfortunate servant were to cause any trouble for them, are they trying to place the blame on me? Whoever's idea this was, they're blatantly trying to bother me. He asks, "Do you know when the other family members will be arriving?" "They should be arriving within the next 4 days at the latest," Nina answers. Eugene stands up abruptly, looking determined. "Take me to the training grounds." Nina looks flustered. Excuse me?" "Okay." Outside on the castle grounds, 2 other children, a boy and a girl with silver hair, are walking together. "What did they say his name was?" the girl asks. "Eugene," the boy replies. "He's the same age as us," she notes. The boy scoffs arrogantly. "I heard that he's from a small country town at the west end of the empire. I'm sure he's more used to using a rake than training with a wooden sword. The carriage that he came in must be filthy with animal excrement." He covers his nose and laughs. "Even if he is a relative of ours, I'm sure he has to take the responsibility if he were to stain or damage the main house's property." The girl giggles, clapping her hands. Yeah, you're right. Let's go scold him." "We're not scolding him, but giving him a warning," the boy corrects her with a smirk. "Let's go, CL." "You're just too kind," CL teases. From a high window, Eugene watches them walk through the garden. Suddenly, the girl stops. She turns and looks directly up at the window, her eyes glowing with an intense yellow light. She has sensed his gaze. Eugene is startled by her sharp instincts. CL smirks knowingly and walks away. Later, on the training grounds, Eugene stands alone with a training spear, while Nina watches from the sidelines. He lunges forward, thrusting the weapon with incredible speed and power. The air whooshes as he swings the spear, creating sharp trails of wind. "Although I wasn't lazy with my training in my past life as Hamel, I'll have to make sure to train this new body of mine furiously."
Eugene continues his rigorous training, his body moving with a fluidity and resilience that surprises even him. He realizes that no matter how hard he pushes himself, he never gets sick, and his injuries heal at an unnatural speed. With a powerful swing of his weighted spear, he marvels at his new vessel. The things this body containing the blood of the vermouth is capable of, he thinks, grinning as he unleashes a strike that tears through the wind, is beyond my imagination. Nearby, Nina, the maid, watches in awe, her hands covering her mouth. Impressive, she thinks, trembling slightly. To think he's capable of moving like that with sandbags on his arms and his spear. Her thoughts are interrupted by a sharp voice. "Hey!" Nina flinches as Scion and CL approach the training ground. Scion looks down at the maid with disdain. What is he doing? "Lord Scion, Madam CL," she stammers, bowing frantically. "What brings you here?" Scion ignores her nervousness, pointing a finger at Eugene. "I'm asking you, what does he think he's doing here?" Before Nina can answer, a heavy thud echoes as Eugene slams the butt of his spear into the dirt. He looks over his shoulder calmly. "Can't you tell? I'm practicing with my spear." Turning his back to them to resume his stance, Eugene adds casually, "You idiot." Scion freezes, his eyes widening. Ciel leans in, whispering with a mischievous grin, "Brother, that country kid is calling you an idiot." Scion's face contorts with rage, veins popping on his forehead. "How dare he?" he seethes, stepping forward and shouting, "Apologize to me now!" Eugene turns around and immediately replies with a blank expression, "I'm sorry." The abrupt and emotionless apology leaves Scion confused for a moment. He clenches his fists, screaming, "That wasn't sincere! Bow down, and with sincerity!" Eugene tilts his head, looking genuinely puzzled. "Aren't you the same age as me? Why do I need to bow if we're friends?" "You dare think that we're friends?" Scion yells, pointing at the ground. "Just because you have the Lionheart name doesn't mean we're considered equals." Ciel suddenly tugs on Scion's sleeve. "Brother, the carriage, the carriage!" "Oh, right!" Scion composes himself, remembering his plan to humiliate the newcomer. He points an accusing finger at Eugene. "Hey you, go clean the carriage you came in. It must be stinking from all the farm animals you take care of." Eugene stares at him for a beat, then looks down at the small maid standing nearby. "Nina, you're my personal servant, right?" "Yes, Lord Eugene," she replies dutifully. Eugene points his thumb over his shoulder. "Then go clean the carriage that I came in." Scion's jaw drops. "What? Oh, but—" Nina stammers, looking between the two boys. Scion's face darkens, his eyes glowing with a menacing yellow light. "I told you to go clean it," he growls, his voice dropping an octave. "You dare tell your servant to go clean it when I ordered you specifically?" He steps forward, aura flaring around him. "I'm Scion Lionheart." Eugene smiles brightly, waving his hand. "Yeah, I'm Eugene Lionheart. It's nice to meet you too." Ciel steps up beside her brother, waving with a forced, sweet smile. "I'm Ciel Lionheart." Scion's patience snaps completely. His expression twists into pure malice. "There's no point in being nice to you. You ignored my orders." He looks down and spots a wooden training sword lying on the ground. Scion snatches it up with a firm grip. Engulfed in a fiery red aura, Scion points the wooden blade at Eugene, his eyes burning with fury. "And you dishonored me. I request a duel."